Hey, my name is Chris Fafalios. I play in Punchline, and I wanted to talk about my gear a little bit. Right now we are on tour with the Spill Canvas and Selfish Things. It's the Part of the Hive tour, and it's been awesome so far. And just like my gear has been awesome for the past 21 years or so. So here I have a Mesa Boogie Bass 400 Plus amp, which in about the year 2000 or 2001, I had an Ampeg B2R amp, and my friend bought this on eBay, and I gave him my head plus $250 for this amazing head that it's just a badass head, and I haven't needed anything else. I have the most basic, simplistic setup as you get. I have this head, I have a cab, and a little pedal tuner, and that's about it. But this thing is cool because it has 12, if you can see them back here, it has 12 tubes that light up, and it's beautiful when that happens, and it sounds amazing. And if I can make this head last for the next 20 years, I will always use this, because the tone that I get out of this head, once those things heat up and we're really ripping, just sounds awesome, man. I don't know why I would ever need anything other than this head. As far as my tone goes, I usually have somewhere in this vicinity. I usually have the bass up a little bit higher, treble a little lower, put a little middle in there. Usually keep them right around these settings. And my input 1 is broke, so I put this little tape over there to make sure that I remember that. Very punk rock of me, I'm sure. And always plug into that input 2, or else it's gonna short out. But you know, on this tour I had to mess with these a little bit because I'm having a little bit of problem with my EQ. I might have to go get that fixed. But for now, this is pretty good. And I also play out of an Ampeg 610 cab because honestly, it's a little bit smaller. I can do without those 2 extra 10s. If I need those 2 extra 10s, I can use a different cab, but I like this cab. I think it sounds great. And that is pretty much the, sorry. That is pretty much all I need to rip it on the electric bass. This is my Fender Jazz bass. It's my favorite bass that I've ever owned, and strangely enough, I know this isn't always a good idea, but I bought it on eBay probably 12 or 13 years ago, and it's my go-to bass. You'll see that it's a little bit dirty. We're on tour right now, and yeah, I know it needs cleaned, but here's the deal. We finish at night, and we're direct support, and it's like we have to hurry off the stage, and I throw this thing in the case, and I really should clean it, and I will when the tour is over, but I mean, we're a punk rock band, so yeah, it got a little grime built up on it, but despite the grime, it sounds great every night, and I only want to play jazz basses. So as far as strings, I use Ernie balls in the pink pack, aka 100s, I guess you would call them, and those always sound great. As far as the tone knobs, they're all the way up. I'm not gonna beat around the bush here. I turn them all the way up, and I kind of you know, mess with the amp as far as the sounds on it. Kind of a no frills kind of guy, but this bass has served me very well. We tune half a step down in E flat always, just to you know, help out the vocals a little bit. But yeah, that's how I keep this bass 99% of the time, is in half a step down. In Punchline, we have a new album called Lion. Came out in March. We're very proud of it. It's our first ever album that we recorded ourselves and produced ourselves. And I think that there has never been a Punchline album that feels more personal and sincere and from the heart than Lion. So whether you're a person who hasn't heard of us or a person who may have heard of us a while ago, I urge you to check it out. And you can check out all music for free now because of the internet, whether it's Spotify or Apple Music or whatever. It's everywhere on all those things, and if you check it out, really appreciate it. That'd be cool.